Now ETN to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's got his target. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Looks to throw on 1st down to the right side and complete to Atwell. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to... and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out in the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The Jaguars at 7-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, a run with Etienne. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And there's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. That's Samuel. Caught left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Curtis Samuel, 27 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimum gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mon looks to throw. Touchdown, Rams! Puka Nacua from 10 yards out. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out right at the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Lawrence picked up by his 2020 Clemson teammate, Darion Kendrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Toss left side for Etienne. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Lawrence picked off by his 2020 Clemson teammate, Darian Kendrick. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
We're just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Mon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Mon. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, here's Mon. He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Jags will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. To throw again is Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Etienne up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Travis Etienne, touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mon now off of play action. Escaping the... Well, Mon fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Now a dump off here complete. Well, shifts past him. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this pat.
He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for L.A. 74 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Touchdown! Puka Nacua with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Think right open.
Now Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And some room to run now. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Now receiver in motion left. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gotw. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was on the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Bond going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Mond. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Mond looks to throw on first down. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run with Etienne. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Lawrence on first down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor.
Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football?
We're not seeing it right now.
Straight ahead, ETN. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action here. Mon. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mon looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. And my goodness, another interception. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Jags continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On second down, Etienne once more. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Travis Etienne, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 73 yards, and the Jaguars just continue to roll. The extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as it was added to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one.